boy.
Yeah.
There's no viewers.
No, but like people can watch it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's true. Just me talking to you. I'm pretending I'm talking to the other people on the stream. How many viewers? 3?
Like 5. I feel like people like this type of stuff. Because even like the guys that were playing Magic, they were saying that they like watching videos of people forge.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this wasn't very well announced or anything.
No, but like maybe somebody is like just hanging out.
Yeah.
They need something in the background.
I don't like floating in the sun because I can't see the color.
Of the metal that's there.
I also like being in green. Boss, I'm down. Hello. Someone, a viewer.
Very cool. See, forging is cool.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm forging some chef's knives today. Need the water cooling down the tunnel. Oh, that is nasty. Forging up some 52-100. The end goal is something like this. It'd be around 230 millimeter. That's one of the finished forged ones. Take it down a lot of material. never done a live stream on YouTube. Actually, no, I've done one. This is the first one I've done myself.
Yes, yourself. No, you've done a couple of, like, I feel like for knifeware, right?
I guess, but yeah. This is the first one of this type. Had like 20 viewers for a second there.
Sorry?
Like 21 viewers for a second.
That's pretty crazy. And you said 3? Look, see?
Now it's back.
That's okay.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if they can see very well with the light.
Yeah, that little window up there. Oh, here, I guess I could tell you. No, wait, hold on. Let me look at it on my
On the
phone.
stream.
Huh? Yeah, let me look at it on my phone and I'll tell you.
It looks better, like here you can't see, but if I get it in my shadow, then it's better.
I think what's really funny is it's like I'm like watching it in real time and on this, but it's like a little delayed on this.
Oh yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, is it better when it's in my shadow? Or maybe just yeah. I'm gonna move it out of the sun. Maybe that's better? Possibly. I'm gonna switch over to the tag.
should drink some of it.
No, I'm good.
No, I think you should. I don't know, you might be thirsty.
I don't think so. Thirsty yet, not for that. Just lost it there. Not the most optimal location for the anvil. I'm feeling a lot of heat off the forge.
Yeah, that's fair. It is just hot. Like, I don't know, like, does it even really matter where you stand? I feel like it's just hot.
It matters. When the sun moves, I'll back that way.
Does that say 100 on it? 'Cause it's 100 pounds.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, hot day. Hot day to be forging.
That's like the only good thing to do in the cold is forging.
Yeah.
It was like optimal temperature in here when it's winter and forge is on.
It can't be too cold when it's cold. Because then the propane doesn't like to flow.
It's too cold.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure. Not a lot of rest time when you're doing through design. But much more efficient.
Yeah, it's just a little bad for it though.
Yeah, forging one knife at a time for a batch of 16. That would take a while. I might do those Apex Ultra plates one at a time then, though. So I can get them done. I might just do two.
Of the Apex Ultra.
Yeah, Apex.
I thought you're not doing those anymore.
No new ones.
Oh, new one.
It's August. Switching hammers.
Why are you switching hammers?
This one is heavier. I'm using
And why are you using that end?
draw down the heel.
To what?
To draw down the heel. Has there been more? There's been no more questions. Any more questions? One more. Hey, how you doing? My friend, you and I think you met him.
Who?
From the Wetaskiwin show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. One more with another member. Hotter than I normally run a Ford.
Want to see a cool soul ring? Look at this soul ring.
That's cool.
It's a cool soul ring.
Back to the remember for a heat and then switch back to the other one to draw metal. Not going to be an easy one to get through all this.
What did you say?
Not going to be an easy one to get through all the knives today.
How many do you want to forge today?
6 total. I forged 2 earlier.
Oh, so you only have 2 more after these 2?
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay, you could get through all that. Why can't you?
I can.
Yeah,
Just it's a lot of fun.
a lot of forging.
Not the first time.
It's okay. Yeah, not the first time. No, I feel like you've forged more than 6 knives in a day.
6 is usually the limit.
Really, the limit? I feel like you've done 8.
With the press.
Okay, fair. But that's not a power hammer.
No.
What is that?
Press.
What's the difference between a press and a power hammer? Just like force it can generate?
Yeah, like one's fast striking and the other one's slow.
That one's slow?
Yeah. press doesn't really make my process faster, but it does make it less work.
I think you've gotten better
Yeah.
at this since like
The main problem is the heat, though.
the room is too hot or the knives are too hot.
The room.
But like, what is the room heat is just like a comfort level or?
Yeah.
I think you've gotten better at that though, because you said once that like when you forge, you're supposed to keep your object on the anvil and like strike at the same spot but move the object, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You're better at that,
That's good.
like significantly. Well, like noticeably, I guess.
Yeah.
And like, what do I know? So like, it's, yeah.
Yeah, I think just a lot of repetition is very helpful. I've forged, I think I've forged like 80 blades this year.
That's fair. I mean, you do
All
have
like
you do have a 1-a-day knife record to uphold.
Not for the year.
Not for the year,
for
but
when I'm home.
just for the last time you were in Canada.
Yeah, I'm forging more Gyudos.
But they're not for public sale this time.
Eventually, Mr. Knife.
Eventually.
This is my like end forge goal. It's about 230 millimeter, and I have my like forged in hollow kind of S grind thing I've been trying to do. This one's not straight because it's not like I haven't annealed and cold forged any of these yet, so that'll be for another time. Actually, no, that'll be later today. Not another time.
Annealing today? Fantastic.
Yeah, all the heat treating. Probably not a live stream with the heat treating.
No, because that takes too long.
That's pretty boring.
Is
That'd be
shim
like,
tempering part of heat treating?
that's if it goes wrong.
Okay, well, so we don't want to shim temper today.
No.
No, we don't, but I kind of do at the same time.
Shim tempering would take place tomorrow if there's any boards.
Okay.
Nice shape.
I think you're also faster at this than you used to be.
I can forge in the same time I can do it with the press, where I used to do it with the
Yeah.
press. But it's just like, yeah, pretty hammered. More practice. The cross beam draws it out pretty much as fast as the dies on the power button. Need more water. Back to drawing. I I usually alternate between going with the cross peen for drawing out aggressively, and then I flatten everything out, make sure everything is still for the right profile.
Yeah, when it's too hot, that just makes more scale, right? But it doesn't really do anything else.
Well, if it gets too hot, it melts the grain boundaries and the steel will crumble, but I'm not there.
Okay.
But I just like it to be a little lower. Because I also don't want the steel to be in the forge any longer than it has to be. I mean, at full temp. So I like having a time where as soon as I'm finished one, the next one's ready at 10. And then I can just jump to the next one. It's also 52 and 100, so I don't want to forge it too cold as well.
What happens when you forge it too cold?
Cracking.
Cannot have more cracking.
No, do not want to deal with any more cracking.
No, too much of that this week.
Hello. From Argentina.
Sweet.
Guesses on what this knife needs by looking at the shape of it?
What it needs? So my go-to answer is shim tempering, but I do know that that is not the answer in this scenario.
No, I need to drill the heel down more again.
The heel being like the part above the tang.
Yes.
Sweet. Unfortunately, no shim tempering yet.
No. That is unfortunate. We don't want any shim tempering.
I know you don't, but it's just such a fun word to say.
Yeah, how many sheaths are you working on right now? Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that on your story. That was sick. Very hard to get the right temperature setting.
You should make a forge.
On YouTube?
Yeah. It's like those like videos you watch late at night of like people making clay huts. You'd be making a forge.
Those are the videos I watch.
I agree. And then after you're done making the forge, you can make a clay hut.
Camping video. Forging while camping.
Oh, and then
from a clay forge.
From a clay forge, and then it's heated by trees you chop down.
Charcoal, homemade charcoal.
Homemade charcoal from trees you chop down.
Yes.
And then we use that homemade charcoal to make carne asada. Yeah.
Or we could do this in Japan, near an iron sand beach.
Yes. And then we can fish. And then smoke the fish directly on the beach as they're being caught.
This is a great idea.
With the fresh charcoal.
11 sheets.
What are sheaths?
Like what you put the knife in.
Oh, like this, like the holder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Water.
Very important to stay hydrated.
Yes.
It's crucial to the process, especially when it's hot.
Well, no plans to go fishing right now.
No, what do you mean? We're gonna fly to Japan. Fly to Japan and go fishing, and then while Hudson builds a forge, I'll be fishing.
Hypothetical fishing in Japan.
Hypothetical fishing in Japan while Hudson makes a forge, and then we use the charcoals to heat the forge and also to cook the fish. But you can make like sand hot and cook things under sand too. Like I feel like I've seen that before.
Yeah, with the iron sand.
Yeah.
And then make a fish-inspired knife.
Maybe shaped like a fish? Unfortunately, that happens.
It's been 35 minutes. I mean, they're like halfway done, maybe not more. Maybe.
And I mean, you also like forged this morning.
Alaska, yeah. Fishing in Alaska would be cool.
Yes, and I know a great place we can go to in the Alaskan bush.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a friend that lives in Naknek. Right outside of, I don't know where that's outside of, because it's literally in the Alaskan bush.
I know a knife maker in Alaska as well.
And she fishes and then cooks the fish on the beach.
Still got quite a bit of thickness in the spine to take down. I did not do my anvil markings. I like to mark the anvil where I want my knives to be so I can see it quickly. So I'm make a mark at 210 and 230, and then one at 60 the other way. This anvil is very hot.
Very hot. Hot and unpleasant.
Why is the anvil unpleasant?
Because it's like too hot. Like in the winter, it's hot and
Oh.
pleasant because it's like cold in here, and then the anvil is like makes it nice and toasty. But now it's just like unpleasantly warm. But nobody said blacksmithing was easy.
Oh yeah, I saw your Bambino inspired that. That was cool. So the knife is at only about 190. So a long way to go still. Do another big drawing.
And can you explain what PSI is for those of us that don't comprehend this language?
Pounds per square inch.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Just a pressure measure. Getting there. That drew it out like 10 mil. How long do these live streams usually go for?
Is that what you're asking me, or is someone
Or
else?
Ian?
I feel like you could do it as long as you want. People do like 24-hour live stream challenges where they go inside of like a Walmart or something and they try to stay in there overnight without people hearing them.
I think I'll be doing this for 24 hours.
Well, okay, but
No limit. Like this.
think about the viewership you would generate with a 24-hour forging challenge. I think you might explode, but I think a 24-hour forging challenge could be kind of insane.
Yeah, for measurements, it's just kind of what I want each knife. I mean, these ones are going to Knifeware, and like based on their order, I have to make them between like 210 and 230, so that's where I'm aiming for this batch. But usually I like to aim anywhere from 210 to 240. Just my profile looks better with that kind of length because I like a higher heel, but I don't want the edge to be too much belly.
I mean, there's technically no time limits on them, so yeah, they can go for a while.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can't really live stream for more than like 2 hours. Like, what are people watching after that?
Yeah.
Well, you have to do something different.
if this is what they fall asleep to.
This is great watching the waves.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. Personally, I would fall asleep. Who needs like rain noises and ocean sounds when you can fall asleep to forging?
Exactly. I think my phone might be a little bit close to dying here. Oh yeah. Yeah, live stream might be ending soon. My phone looks like it's gonna be dead
It's not
here.
charging?
No, not really. Oh. The live stream might be draining it faster than it's
Charging? That's true.
charging.
It might also just be a bit of a bad charger.
Yeah, I don't think the charger is very good. We'll see. If it ends randomly, thanks for watching, everyone. But hopefully it can go on for a while. These are getting close, so hopefully it can last. Haven't gotten to the fun part yet.
What's the fun part?
The spring fuller.
True. I thought you were gonna say shim tempering.
It might be charging now. Oh yeah, that's a cool setup. I don't know how much. I'd probably mostly just live stream the forging part. I don't know about the rest of it.
Well, I think if you had one of those like water grinder things,
Yeah.
that would be a cool thing to live stream. Those would be cool.
Certainly not impossible. That'd be difficult to get my hands on.
True, and also it's power hammer before anything else.
Yeah. I think I've got the forward side now. I might need to be a little on the low side again. Need more water. Okay, it's still at 5. We might be fine. Yeah, that makes sense. I just started this when it was at 25% and just had it plugged in, but this cord is charging pretty slow. Around 40 viewers for the last bit.
Exactly. So I was thinking that too.
It's more fun than I thought it would be.
No, live streaming is fun.
Yeah. More fun than the sharpening live stream I did in Austria.
Yeah, you did a sharpening live stream in Austria.
Yeah, in my hotel room.
You just, I did not
You were
catch
probably
that.
asleep.
True, because it was time zone.
Yeah. That was on Instagram too.
You have another question.
Yeah. Hello. I've been doing all my work in millimeters lately, but usually I take the edge to about like a little under 2 millimeter, about 2 millimeter, probably slightly under, and the spine I taper from about 4 millimeter down to 1 millimeter. So I'm not exactly sure what that is in inches right now, but it's pretty thin. Yeah, no freedom units. I used to use them sometimes, but it makes more sense for kitchen knives, I think. To use metric, not freedom units. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Nice, yeah, so I guess then I forged the edge to almost 1/16th, and then the spine from 5/32 down to under a 16th. Time for the fun part.
What's the fun part?
Spring filler.
Love a spring filler.
It doesn't fit in the end. 1 second. Yep, there we go. Almost time.
I think the hot metal smell is better once it's been like more forged out than in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's within acceptable range. thinness I want. Oh, nice. I do like all wall handles, all the octagonal. It's simple, it's the same thing every time, and I like the feeling of it, so I just like to keep it the same. It's time. Hopefully this doesn't break again.
True.
No, I actually said some ear protection after this. This is very loud. The well doesn't sound super solid unless that's the end.
How can you, is there like a way to tell?
Well, this anvil has an issue, I think. I think it had a casting defect. Like you can hear when I hit it over on this side. It's a little weird sounding.
Okay.
You want hearing protection?
Sorry? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'll take a look after this. Alignment is definitely off. It's messing with the thing.
Of the spring fuller or of the anvil?
Of the spring fuller.
Is it just because you've been welding it?
Yeah, I pulled it in other directions. I put a lot of weld on. So. That looks slightly better. Great repairing. Something better. I still don't need petty guys. I don't I don't really like doing small knives that much because, like, I think big knives are cooler, and a small knife takes like maybe still like 60% of the time what a big knife takes. Yeah, that is way better. Oh yeah, those mini EDCs, those are fun, yeah. I haven't made an outdoor knife in like 2 years now, I think.
Too busy making videos.
It's not cracked again, that's good. Got a lot more knives to get through still. I think I'll probably end the stream after these two are finished. Oh, thank you. Got some nice texture going on there now. I'm satisfied with the texture on this one. Could be a bit. Take this out. Oh yeah, Pop's growth hat. So far, I'm really liking that stuff. I made 6 knives with them so far. Really nice. Definitely forges a bit tougher than 5200 and a little harder to grind, but it's not really any harder on the belts. So I really like it. It feels a lot harder. Yeah, it definitely moves slower. Like it feels a bit more like Apex Ultra, but like definitely not as hard as Apex Ultra to move. But it has a similar movement to a similar feel to the movement. You can. That's like the best benefit of that steel is it has like the widest heat treating range of any steel available right now. Because like the small carbides of the tungsten vanadium to pin the grain boundaries. So you can heat treat it from like a wide range of temperatures. I still use a kiln because I have access to one. You can use, it's a pretty hardenable steel, so I think you can use medium or fast. I use Hauto Quench K, which is a fast oil. It's like a clone of the fast parts one. I don't remember which one that is. Fine-tuned tang. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I use fast oil for everything. Not parts, but it does the same thing. Nice, yeah, try it out. I'm probably going to put a pretty big order of it in soon, because I think it's going to replace 5200 in my normal knives. really nice so that I can burn on the handles easily later. Nice even taper. Were any of you at Blade Show Atlanta this year? Yeah, 52 and 100 right now. Yeah, I burn on the second block, so I have a perfect fit bolster piece that I put on the front of the knife, and then on the back side I burn in a like a block of Coca-Cola or ironwood. And with a pilot hole, it's not completely burnt in, but it works pretty well for me, and it gets a really tight fit with the bolster block. So I usually don't even have to bend the tang to have a perfect fit. Still a bit shorter than I want them to be. Usually African blackwood for the bolster. Sometimes paper micarta, but I usually use it going down for the whole thing. This is the distal taper from the spine. Pretty thin towards the tip, definitely not straight still, but getting pretty thin towards the tip there. It's still a bit thicker than I want it to be in the middle of the knife. That's probably 2.5 mil, and I want it like 1.8. Yeah, forged finish. But you'll see all the texture that I put in with the spring fuller. I have any of my recent work up on my YouTube, but if you check my Instagram or my website, you can see what the pattern looks like on the scale. I have the link to my channel. I should. It always feels like fine-tuning forging at the end. I will add a little more texture with the screen filter as well. Not quite as things are. Yeah, nice. How long have you been making knives for? Nice. I think almost 5 for me. Oh yeah. What's your favorite knife? Oh yeah, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been doing this like full time for a year and a half.
I don't know.
Year and a half, 2 years, maybe 2 years.
I think a year and a half.
But like
By
only
yourself.
this year it started to be good. Well, maybe a little bit at the end of last year. But I definitely improved the most once I was doing it every day. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand that. It was like that for a long time. Almost done.
Can you hold the knife up for me?
The very bent knife.
Hmm? No, like, it doesn't feel that good. Half the. Are you gonna do that again?
No.
Okay.
On to the next one.
Okay, but
I don't think I'll watch
Hmm?
drink.
Okay. Before we take a break, just hold up one of these knives.
Oh yeah, well, I think the big thing for me that got my knife selling is I took a trip to Europe and went to like work with a bunch of the makers over there, and then came back and went to actual Austria and met more makers and customers there. So that just really helped get my name out into the world, and also working with a retailer. I spent years going to Knifeware, taking my knives by them, seeing what they thought, and like. It took like 4 years, but eventually I started working with them, and that definitely helped as well because it had their name recognition behind my knives. They're like, these are going to be good knives, so that helped. So, now I just got to straighten them out, do normalization cycle. Done for. Lots more. No, I just went on my own. I met a few through an online event, and I just sent them messages and was like, hey, can I come work with you in your shop? And a couple of them were like, yeah. So I did. Straight enough for annealing. Nice distant taper. Or normal annealing. Not annealing. Oh, nice. Damascus. Yeah, definitely make knives for performance. I make knives pretty on the thin side, pretty lasery guidos. You don't want to use them for any too rough work, but for all your normal tasks, they work pretty well. I'm doing another YouTuber is actually doing a video on one of my knives here, the kitchen knife guy, so that should be out at the end of the month. Yeah, lots of reading. I'm done forging these now. I have 2 more to forge tonight. I could do those on the live stream as well, but I also want a little bit of a break before that. But I don't know. You guys want to see more forging, or are you good? Good for now. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming by and talking. Oh, and just so you know, this is what I start with. That size, not that. Normalize. That's the forging. Three sixteenths. This stuff I know what it is in freedom units. Thank you. Yeah, I'll show the tapers. See that? A lot thinner. It's not very straight. There's a bit of a twist to this one, so I'll have to get out with cold fluid. I think I need to take a break now, so thanks for watching, everyone. I'll do this again sometime. It was fun, but bye for now.